Archangel Michael has an important message for you, and it needs your attention right now. He wants you to understand that something significant, a miracle you've been waiting for, has finally been approved. This isn't just a regular update, it's something you shouldn't dismiss or put off. The divine decision concerning this specific aspect of your life has been reached, and the timing is crucial. You weren't meant to know about it until this very moment. Heaven itself has intervened to speed things up for you. Something that was previously stuck, held back, or blocked by unseen forces has suddenly been released. The miracle intended specifically for you has received official approval. It's been stamped, sealed, and marked with a real sense of urgency. Think of it like a gate that's been shut tight for a very long time, finally starting to crack open. To ensure this unfolds as planned, an angel has been specifically assigned to watch over you and your situation until this promised outcome comes to pass. However, there's one important condition tied to receiving this blessing. This message must truly resonate with you and reach your heart before tonight ends. You are strongly encouraged to take this communication seriously because it's not a random occurrence or a coincidence you're reading it now. It reached you at this precise time for a divine reason. What was once denied to you is now divinely permitted. There's movement happening on your behalf even as you absorb these words. Something that was blocking your way is being actively removed right now. An invisible barrier, the kind that might have prevented you from accessing what was always meant to be yours, is collapsing. You might experience a physical sensation as this happens, perhaps a strange tingling or a sudden warmth in your chest area. If you feel this, understand it's not fear. It's a sign of activation, a spiritual energy shifting within you. Furthermore, a person who previously hindered your progress, whether intentionally or not, is stepping aside from that position of influence. They may not even realize it consciously, but spiritually, their ability to control and negatively impact your outcome has been revoked. This isn't about revenge. It's about divine justice ensuring that what rightfully belongs to you is restored. Something substantial is now moving directly towards you. It's significant, not minor, and crucially, it's no longer delayed. This blessing was always part of your destiny, but it was temporarily paused for reasons aligned with a higher plan. That pause has now been lifted, and the flow of this good fortune towards you has recommenced. The miracle itself isn't merely on its way. Its journey towards you has genuinely begun. Pay close attention to the behavior of people around you in the coming days. You might notice some acting unusually. Some individuals might start avoiding direct eye contact with you, while others might unexpectedly over-apologize for minor things or seem overly accommodating. These behavioral shifts are significant signs. They indicate that on a soul level, these people are sensing the profound change occurring within you and around your life, even before their conscious minds can fully comprehend or articulate it. Your energy field is undergoing a transformation, and this shift will start to draw attention, noticeable both in your physical, everyday interactions and on a more subtle, spiritual level. Something valuable that was taken from you in the past is going to attempt to find its way back to you. However, it might arrive through unexpected channels or from people you wouldn't anticipate. When this happens, it's vital that you remain open and receptive. Don't dismiss or reject this return simply because it comes in an unfamiliar form or from an unexpected source. Behind the scenes, unseen forces are actively orchestrating the manifestation of this miracle. Whether it involves a home, an important agreement like a signature, a pathway opening, or a significant journey, all these elements are being carefully arranged and aligned specifically for your benefit and attached to your name. There's a sense of timing involved here, a ticking clock. This isn't meant to pressure you into anxiety, but rather to prepare you mentally and spiritually for the shifts that are unfolding. This timing is particularly important because certain opportunities or openings specifically manifest or become accessible during the night hours. If this message truly connects with your spirit tonight, before the night is over, then the release of these blessings will proceed without further delay. Important actions favoring you will be set in motion. Perhaps a crucial document will be signed by someone you've never even met. A phone call will be initiated by someone who was somehow guided to think of you, maybe even in a dream. And a decisive shift in circumstances will occur, tipping the scales permanently in your favor. This shift, once made, will be irreversible. Reflect on past experiences where you felt underestimated, overlooked, or unfairly treated by individuals who believed they could dictate or control your future path. Understand that a higher divine authority has reviewed your situation and overruled those negative influences. What they tried to bind or restrict concerning your destiny has now been broken and released. What they attempted to hide or obscure has now been brought into the light. You might have experienced unusual or vivid dreams recently. You may also have had the persistent, gentle feeling that someone benevolent was watching over you, a presence that felt kind, soft, and silent. Please know that this sensation is not mere imagination or coincidence. It is a direct confirmation that heavenly forces have indeed been observing your journey. They have witnessed your struggles, your moments of pain, your tears, and importantly, your unwavering patience and perseverance through difficult times. Now is the moment appointed to honor that steadfast faith you held on to. The divine approval for your breakthrough has already been formally granted. You will encounter unexpected favor in a place or situation you wouldn't have predicted. A person who had absolutely no prior intention or plan to connect with you is suddenly being guided to seek you out. You might not recognize them immediately, but they have already become aware of your name and your significance in their current situation. The blessings destined for you are likely to manifest in a pattern of 3 distinct phases or signs. The first will likely be a message, some form of communication bringing important news or confirmation. The second phase will involve a significant meeting or connection with someone pivotal. Finally, the third phase will be a tangible movement or shift in your circumstances, setting things into a new and positive motion. There truly is no more time for hesitation or doubt. The spiritual assistance assigned to you has already been activated and deployed. Archangel Michael himself is personally overseeing this process to ensure that the miracle intended for you encounters absolutely no resistance or obstruction on its path to you. One of the earliest and most noticeable signs of this shift will likely involve your finances. Don't be surprised if funds that were previously inaccessible or blocked suddenly become available to you. Similarly, if money arrives unexpectedly from a source you had completely forgotten about or written off, accept it without skepticism or excessive questioning. It's part of the flow that's now opening up. A second sign to watch for will be hearing your name mentioned in a positive context by others, especially when they don't realize you can overhear them. This is a sign that the frequency of recognition and positive regard aligning with your true worth is finally tuning in. The third sign will be a noticeable change in your sleep patterns. You might find yourself sleeping less or feeling more restless at night. Understand that this isn't necessarily due to stress or anxiety. It's often because your spirit is actively charging and preparing for the new level of energy and responsibility coming your way. You're evolving and transforming into more than you currently realize. You're fundamentally different from the person you were even just a couple of weeks ago. Your very presence now carries a distinct energy, a vibration of purpose and potential that is increasingly difficult for others to ignore or dismiss. You might even start to feel that your familiar surroundings feel slightly strange or unfamiliar. This sensation occurs because your soul itself is undergoing an upgrade, expanding beyond its previous limitations. During this time, it's crucial that you resist the temptation to retreat into old, familiar patterns simply because the new experiences or feelings seem uncomfortable or unknown. The old you no longer fits the reality of who you are becoming and the blessings that are now yours. Something far greater, aligned with your true purpose, has been assigned to you, and you are actively stepping into that new reality and identity. Be aware and receptive, as there will likely be three distinct signals, perhaps literal knocks, or significant events serving as clear indicators, confirming this transition in your life. These signs will mark the unfolding of the blessings that have been set in motion for you. Building on that profound shift within you, understand that this transformation isn't just internal. It's beginning to ripple outwards, touching every aspect of your reality. The energy you now carry, that upgraded vibration, acts like a magnet. It's drawing situations, resources, and people towards you that resonate with this new frequency. Don't be alarmed if opportunities seem to appear out of thin air, or if solutions to old problems present themselves in surprisingly simple ways. This is the orchestration at work, aligning circumstances to match the divine approval that's been stamped on your life. Remember that feeling of something being locked, withheld. That season is conclusively over. The forces that created that blockage have been spiritually overruled. The heavenly court didn't just dismiss their case, it issued a decree in your favor, and Archangel Michael himself is ensuring its enforcement. This means the path ahead is being cleared with divine authority. Obstacles you anticipated might simply dissolve, and resistance you feared might never materialize. The gate is indeed cracking open, and the light pouring through is the assurance of your long-awaited miracle entering your world. That angelic presence you might sense isn't just observing, it's actively guarding the delivery of what belongs to you, ensuring no further interference delays its arrival. Your unwavering faith during the waiting period wasn't in vain. It was the very currency that secured this breakthrough. Heaven observed your patience, your tears shed in private, and your refusal to completely give up hope, even when things looked bleak. That steadfastness has been honored, and the reward is this acceleration, this divine green light for your miracle. This isn't about a small windfall or a minor convenience. It's about a significant shift in your foundational circumstances, something big attached to your name. Think of it like a massive gear in the machinery of your life finally engaging after being stuck. The momentum is building, and it carries the weight of divine justice restoring what was rightfully yours. Perhaps it's a relationship restored, a creative vision realized, a home established, or a financial foundation secured. It's the house, signature, paper, journey being divinely orchestrated. And yes, the financial aspect is often one of the first tangible signs people notice. So when that unexpected check arrives, that old debt is forgiven, that blocked account suddenly clears, or an invoice you forgot about gets paid, recognize it as the first fruits of this larger harvest. It's tangible evidence that the flow has indeed restarted. Don't question the source, even if it seems random or comes from someone you haven't thought of in years. This is heaven rerouting blessings back to you through unexpected channels. Accept it with gratitude, knowing it's part of a much larger picture unfolding. Similarly, pay attention to the words spoken around you. Hearing your name mentioned positively, especially when the speaker doesn't know you're listening, isn't coincidence. It's a frequency shift. The universe and the people in it beginning to resonate with the truth of who you are becoming and the favor now resting upon you. Their souls recognize your shift before their minds catch up, hence the strange behavior like avoidance or over-apologizing. They sense the change in your energy field, the increased spiritual volume you now carry. Your restlessness, that sense of being charged up, especially at night, that's your spirit aligning with the accelerated pace of heaven. The ticking clock isn't a threat. It's the sound of divine timing syncing up. Certain spiritual alignments and releases do happen under the cover of night, in the quiet hours when the world sleeps but heaven is wide awake. If this message resonates with you tonight, believe that documents are being signed in your favor in unseen offices, calls are being made by divinely prompted individuals, and irreversible shifts are occurring in the spiritual realm that will manifest visibly very soon. The person who underestimated you, who overlooked your potential or mishandled your trust, their influence over your destiny has been revoked on a level they cannot comprehend. What they bound through negativity or control has been broken by a higher power. What they tried to hide, your true worth, your destined path, is now being illuminated. This is not your doing, but the divine court settling accounts. The strange dreams you've had, the comforting sense of being watched over, that was the prelude, the confirmation that heaven was actively working behind the scenes even when you saw no evidence. That presence was real, a gentle assurance that you were never alone or forgotten in your struggle. Now, the observation phase shifts into the manifestation phase. Expect favor to find you in the most unlikely places, perhaps a chance encounter in a store, a connection made online in a niche group, or an opportunity arising from a field completely unrelated to your past. That person searching for you? They might be guided by a dream, a sudden intuition, or a series of coincidences that lead them straight to you. Trust that when you meet, the connection will make sense in the grand design. The pattern of 3 is significant. First, the message, which is this very communication awakening you to the shift. Then the meeting, that divinely orchestrated connection with the person or opportunity that becomes a catalyst. Finally, the movement, the tangible, often rapid unfolding of events that establishes your miracle in the physical world. This movement has already begun its journey towards you. It's not a distant hope, but an approaching reality. Your angels aren't just a sign. They are already mobilized, actively dismantling any residual resistance. Archangel Michael's involvement signifies this is a high-priority heavenly operation concerning your life. His authority ensures the path remains clear. The financial signs are often the easiest to spot initially because they are concrete. But the second sign, the frequency of recognition, is equally vital. It signifies a change in how the world perceives and responds to you, moving from disregard or opposition to acknowledgement and support. The third sign, the change in your sleep and energy levels, reflects your internal upgrade. Your spirit is acclimating to a higher voltage of purpose and blessing. This upgrade can make the familiar feel strange. Your old routines, your previous comfort zones, even relationships based on the old you might suddenly feel ill-fitting or constricting. This discomfort isn't a signal to retreat. It's confirmation that you've outgrown that space. Don't try to squeeze back into a version of yourself or a life that no longer matches who you are becoming. Embrace the unfamiliar territory. The holy thing your hands are being prepared to hold could be a new responsibility, a creative project infused with purpose, or the stewardship of blessings meant to overflow to others. Your voice, being tuned, means your words will carry more weight, offer greater comfort, and speak truth with newfound clarity. You're stepping into an anointing for this specific season. Share your thoughts below. Have you felt that shift, that internal upgrade lately? Comment if you're ready to embrace the unfamiliar. The three knocks, whether physical sounds at your door, three significant events in close succession, or an internal knowing striking your heart 3 times, will be your unmistakable confirmation that the transition is complete and the miracle has fully landed in your realm. It's the divine "it is done" signal for this phase of your journey. When you experience this, know that the waiting is conclusively over and the new season has officially commenced. The forces that tried to keep your blessing bound have been dealt with spiritually. Their capacity to hinder you is finished. What belongs to you is now not only released but actively seeking you out. Your role now is one of expectant faith and receptive action. Stay alert to the signs, both big and small. Be open to receiving in unexpected ways and from unexpected sources. When favor comes knocking, even if it looks different than you imagine, open the door wide. Trust the process, even when you only see part of the picture. The divine orchestration is intricate and perfect. The alignment that brought this message to you now is the same alignment ensuring your miracle finds its mark. The approval is granted. The path is open, the resources are flowing, and your upgraded spirit is ready. This is your moment of divine acceleration. Walk forward with the confidence that heaven has moved on your behalf. The miracle isn't just coming, it's unfolding around you right now. Recognize it, receive it, and step fully into the abundance and purpose that have your name written all over them. The time for waiting passively is over. The time for stepping into your appointed destiny has arrived. Keep your heart open, your faith active, and your eyes watching for the signs. They are all around you, confirming that Archangel Michael's message is true and your approved miracle is in motion. What's the first small sign you're watching for? Let us know in the comments. Does a promise of divine justice resonate with a situation you faced? Share your story below. This unfolding miracle isn't a solitary event destined to fade. It's the ignition of a sustained season of favor and divine alignment. Think of it as a dam finally breaking after years of pressure, releasing not just a single wave, but a powerful, continuous river of blessing meant to reshape the landscape of your life. That feeling of being charged, the restlessness replacing old lethargy, is your spirit synchronizing with this new accelerated heavenly frequency. You're not just receiving a blessing, you're becoming a conduit for it. The resources flowing towards you, the unexpected funds, the clear paths to resolve blockages, are merely the initial tools being placed in your hands for the larger purpose being unveiled. Remember the house signature paper journey? These aren't just metaphors for random good fortune. They represent foundational shifts, stability, the house, binding agreements or divine contracts fulfilled, the signature, legal or spiritual documentation finalized in your favor, the paper, and a significant new direction or pilgrimage of purpose, the journey. Each element is being meticulously arranged behind the scenes, interlocking perfectly to construct the reality heaven has approved for you. The angelic presence you sense isn't merely a passive observer, it's an active agent of delivery, ensuring every component arrives intact and on time, dismantling any last-minute attempts by residual opposition to interfere. Your past patience wasn't passive waiting, it was active spiritual cultivation, building the resilience and faith necessary to steward this level of abundance and responsibility. Heaven didn't just see your tears, it collected them, and now they water the seeds of this long-awaited harvest. The person divinely prompted to seek you out, they carry a piece of the puzzle you lack, whether it's a connection, an opportunity, a resource, or simply the confirmation you need to step forward boldly. Don't dismiss them if their background or approach seems unconventional. Heaven often works through the unexpected to bypass human limitations and biases. When they mention how they just felt led to you or dreamed about helping someone matching your description, recognize it as divine orchestration, not coincidence. This meeting will trigger the movement phase, the tangible, often rapid unfolding of events. Projects stalled for years might suddenly gain unstoppable momentum. Doors you never noticed will swing open. Creative ideas will flow with unprecedented clarity. This is the manifestation of the divine decree over your life, and it carries an authority that earthly resistance cannot withstand. The financial signs, the unlocked accounts, the unexpected inflows are crucial because financial freedom often provides the practical foundation for pursuing your God-given purpose without the constant weight of lack. It's not about greed. It's about divine provision enabling divine assignment. Use this increase wisely, understanding its fuel for the journey ahead, not just an end in itself. The second sign, hearing your name spoken positively, often by strangers or in passing, is the universe's way of recalibrating your reputation and worth in the collective consciousness. It's an affirmation echoing from the spiritual realm into the physical, declaring your value and shifting how you are perceived. Pay attention. The third sign, the altered sleep and heightened energy, signifies your spirit's capacity expanding. You're being equipped internally to handle the external increase and the spiritual authority that accompanies it. This upgrade might make old environments, relationships, or even thought patterns feel strangely confining or out of sync. This discomfort is a signal, not to retreat, but to courageously step further into the new territory God is giving you. The holy thing your hands are prepared to hold could be a platform, a ministry, a business born of purpose, or the responsibility of blessing others in significant ways. Your voice, now being finely tuned, will carry words that heal, inspire, and activate destiny in those around you. You are transitioning from someone who hoped for a miracle to someone who lives from a place of established miracle. Does the idea of a divinely orchestrated meeting excite you? Share what kind of connection you believe is coming in the comments. The 3 knocks are your divine confirmation signal. They might manifest as 3 distinct opportunities presenting themselves in quick succession, 3 separate confirmations of a major decision, 3 unexpected solutions to long-standing problems arriving close together, or even 3 literal unexplained knocks that resonate deep within your spirit, leaving no doubt. When you recognize this pattern, understand its heaven's seal on this phase of your breakthrough. The waiting, the wrestling, the season of hiddenness, it has culminated in this moment. The forces that actively oppose your progress or passively block your path have been definitively overruled. Their influence is broken, their hidden schemes exposed and nullified by a higher court. What they stole, delayed, or corrupted is not only being restored, but is returning multiplied, often through avenues they cannot trace or touch. Your role now is active receptivity and courageous obedience. Stay vigilant for the signs, yes, but also step out in faith when prompted. If an unexpected invitation arises, even if it feels slightly intimidating, say yes. If an idea sparks with unusual clarity, write it down and take the first small step. If a nudge comes to reach out to someone, make the call. This is co-creation with the divine. The flow has started. Your participation keeps it moving. Trust that the same divine intelligence that orchestrated the acceleration of your miracle is also guiding your steps within it. The unfamiliarity of your upgraded energy and surroundings is not alienation, it's alignment. You are standing where you were always meant to be, vibrating at the frequency you were designed for. Embrace the new rhythms, the new connections, the new level of responsibility. Don't look back with longing at the confines of the past. The future you are stepping into is infinitely brighter and more expansive. What old thing are you ready to release to fully embrace this new season? Let us know below. Therefore, stand firm in the knowledge that this is not a fleeting moment of luck, but the solid commencement of a God-ordained era in your life. The gate isn't just cracked open, it's standing wide, bathed in the light of divine favor, and Archangel Michael himself stands guard, ensuring your passage is safe and unimpeded. The miracle approved in heaven is now actively unfolding on earth, attached irrevocably to your name. The financial provision is real. The divine connections are forming. The restoration is underway. The purpose is being activated. The justice you waited for has been served from a throne far higher than any earthly power. The tingling warmth, the restlessness, the strange dreams, the sense of being watched over, all were whispers preparing you for this shout of victory. You were underestimated, but heaven has championed you. You were overlooked, but heaven has placed you center stage. You're mishandled, but heaven has restored you with honor. Walk forward now, not with the hesitant steps of hope, but with the confident stride of someone who knows the decree of heaven is on their side. Receive the blessings, big and small, expected and unexpected, with open hands and a grateful heart. Speak life into your future. Step boldly into the unfamiliar, for it is merely the landscape of your destiny coming into view. The pause is over. The flow is here. Your miracle has not only been approved, it has arrived. Go forth, live fully in this new reality, and let your life become a testament to the faithfulness that met you at the perfect time. The story continues brighter than ever before, and you are exactly where you need to be. Your breakthrough is now. Walk in it. If this message stirred something in your spirit, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your next confirmation might just be in the next video. Stay connected. Your miracle is in motion, and the next word could unlock your breakthrough. Turn on the bell. Divine timing waits for no one.